Hi, I'm Donna from Lost Cause at 12. I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark, and I have a Flip Friday for you today. So, once again, the sales have been really slow. I keep saying I'm going to put in more work and I'm going to do more of the things, and I'm just not. Like, I make an effort, I get some things done, and then I just don't, like, not for any, not that I don't want to, I just don't. I'm tired or distracted or something else, I don't know. So we're gonna jump right in. First one is Disney Toy Story 2 Stinky Pete, Disney Toy Story 2 Stinky Pete, the prosecutor, Pete the Prosecutor, Woody and Buzz figure cake toppers. This was written in January of last year. It was a bins pickup, cost me 25 cents, and it sold for $7.20. This, I don't know what's going on. The last Flip Friday, there was two wool vintage jackets that sold real close together, and they both were open. Returns were open due to just didn't like it and size. Just didn't like it. Okay. So I accept returns. I don't get too many of them. But when I get them in clusters. And this was a vintage pure wool newsboy hat, large Harris tweed tabby, hand woven, made in the USA. The person wants to return it because it doesn't fit. Hats are a little bit more difficult, you know. Sometimes they stretch out, or they're made smaller than what you expect. But I do have measurements in this one. I took measurements, it's right there, and just to help the buyer. And they have yet to mail it back to me, so maybe they'll change their mind, because the two vintage blazers, the buyer, because I was like, where are they? Like, started looking for them. I'm like, they should be in the mail. I should have gotten them back by now. So, the buyers just closed the return, like they changed their mind or whatever. So I don't have to pay for the shipping back, and I get to keep my profits. So that's good. So this would be the third one, and hopefully it's the last one. Well, anyway, this did have a little damage on the back. I did disclose that. Where are we? That was written in June of last year. It was a bins pickup. By weight, it cost me 10 cents, and it sold for $13.72. And this one is misbehaving. This, I realized I could have done better if I researched the title a little more. I found ones that sold for more money, and when I say more money, like $30, maybe $40, depending on the style and the size. But that, now I know, and if I find something like this again, I'll do better. But I got an offer on this. I started it at $29.44, 70% off, and I think it was on sale. And then they sent me an offer. However, it worked. This was written in October of 2024. It was a bins pickup. $2.45 is what it cost me, and $8.83 is what it sold for. So now I know. This was like nice and long. Like I didn't even read it. Women's velour house coat, size medium, black, zipped. Oscar de Lim. I think I misspelled the last part of the word. Yeah, that's an A. So it's a retina or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I can't read the tag properly, and I misspelled it in the title. And I don't enunciate well. I don't know what this is not mine. So, yeah. So up next, sorry about that. Up, up next is Jay Adams' Hero Platform Sneakers Women's Casual Lace-Up Fashion Tennis Shoe Low Top. I could have put cheerleading, but I don't think that they are proper cheerleading shoes, so that's why I did not do that. This was written in July of 25, and it was Ben's pickup. $3.93 is what it cost me. And I let them go for $10. If I remember correctly, there was a little bit of, yeah, this has to be the picture. It's hard to see in the picture, but there is like pink marker on it, and the soles are not, that's a terrible picture. That's bad. The soles are not, like this part here, like the platform part is not as white as it could be. So I let that go for $10. This is I like the style of this purse. This is, I've had this for a while. Like when I say a while, it was rewritten in January of last year, but I'm pretty sure I've had it since the end of 23 or beginning of 24. This is a women's vintage leather crossbody with unique closure, woven detailed dark brown gem. I've had this for a long time. I probably, when I say I rewrite, I mean I delist it, and sometimes I'll go over the keywords in the title, sometimes I don't. I'll check for typos, you know. This I probably could have used boho, minimalist. I don't think it's preppy. I don't know. I would have to look at similar bags and see what other resellers are using. But I could have used boho, minimalist, teacher, retro. It was a cool bag. I liked it. But, well, anyway, it sold for $8. I was glad to see it go. It was a bins pickup, and I do not have my cost of goods by weight written down, so that's what tells me I've had it for a really long time. If I had to guess, probably $1 and change, depending on what bin I bought it and how much it was per pound at the time. This is Johnny West vintage movable cowboy action figure and accessories. He is, let's see if we can get it closer. That's his with the paint rubs, but this is with his face. This is a vintage figure from, I think, maybe the 60s or 70s. I'm not sure. That's why I did not put that in the title. My husband did a clean out, and there was a whole play set or pieces and parts or whatever. I'm not big on shipping big boxes, especially if something that could easily break. These are old, they're movable parts. If I make a mistake, it could break, and then someone's going to be disappointed. So yeah. So it was gifted to me. I wrote it in November of 25, and it sold for $45. Not, I mean, it really sold really quick. Yeah, it sold, what are we in, January, in like 2 months. And then I had accessories, the pistols, they sold like lightning fast. This came out of a red, white, and blue grab bag. I don't remember what was in the bag that made me buy it, but he was in the bag as well. And this is a Cheerios kid snack holder, not talking, approximately 5 inches, playfully yours. My research tells me that there's bigger ones that talk. They go for a pretty decent amount of money. I don't recall now, but I was like, oh, this little thing sells for that. No, it does not. So, where are we? I wrote this in June of last year. It was a red, white, and blue pickup. My average cost for all the toys I bought in the bags were $1.22 each, and it sold for $9. So I'm happy with that. It was easy to write, easy to list, easy to ship. This is something else I'm not going to be able to pronounce. This is a women's crochet hat, green with ribbon detail, Albertus Swanepoel for Target. It was just like a bucket hat, kind of, and it had the, I'll show you, it has like a ribbon detail. And here's the tag if you want to know. This was, I rewrote this, I've had since 2023. And I rewrote it in September of 24. It was a $1 day pickup, and it sold for $12. So, I mean, it was a cool looking hat. Maybe my titles are not that good, or my photos are not that good, or maybe people just, maybe I have slow movers, which I'm okay with that, to hold on to something that's not going to take up a lot of space and then cost me a lot of money. These Hot Wheels, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I got caught up in the moment. I was at the bins. This the Delaware bins, I believe. I was with my husband, and I was looking through the clothes, and he does dig to the bottom for all the toys. And he had this, it's probably like a 2 or 3 gallon container, clear plastic container, and he, for whatever reason, filled it with the Matchbox cars, and he's like, the lady said $10. I'm like, yeah, put it in the cart. I won't make that mistake again. That was a lot of work. My grandson ended up with a ton of cars, and some of them sold pretty quickly, like 1s and 2s, like I allotted them together. A couple of them I listed them by themselves. They sold okay, and I made my money back, but that was a lot of work to sort through and then double check to make sure there's, a lot of them had Play-Doh stuck in the wheels, and or what looked like Play-Doh. You know, you don't want to sell people junk, but they're Matchbox cars, kids beat them up. So I didn't sell them as collectors or anything. I still have a lot listed. This was a Hot Wheel McDonald's toy car, Pontiac Grand Prix, Ford Taurus Street Breed truck. So it's just a lot of 3 cars. I don't know why I put these 3 together. That's pretty cool. That right back. Oh, that's where I saw that. That's where I got it. But you can see they're damaged. They're beat up. Like, and it sold for $10. This is a Poshmark sale. I rewrote it in November of 24, and I don't have my cost, because for the life of me, I don't know how many listings I got out of that tote, but I want to say pennies. I got pennies into this lot. And this, this is a red, white, and blue pick. Yeah, this is the red, white, and blue pickup, $1.22. I wrote it in October of last year. Super Mario Brothers mini figures, Donkey Kong, Toad, and Cheap, approximately 1 inch. I don't know which ones are which. I know Donkey Kong. I know which one Donkey Kong is. I used to play that when I was a girl. I guess it was like on Atari or whatever, but the other 2, your guess is as good as mine, or probably better. So, oh, did I tell you? Yeah, $1.22, and it sold $14.49 on where was I? Okay, on eBay. This, I made a boo-boo. This I made my ship with me video, and I You grossly misspoke when I was describing the squirrel. And I will not make that mistake again. But I did just leave it in there. In fact, I cut that section out, copied it, and I put it in the front. So if you don't want to watch the whole video, just I can tell you what I said. My husband was sitting like almost next to me when I was editing, and he was like, he just took a quick look. I was like, I'm leaving it. Well, anyway, it's movable. The ears on the rabbit moves, and he raises the little acorn. Barbie Let's Go Camping replacement squirrel and bunny figures. They sold for $9.99 on eBay, on Mercari, and they were a red, white, and blue pickup, $1.22. $9.99 is what they sold for. I was over the moon. And yeah, that's it for this week, and I apologize if it's going to show up a little late this Flip Friday, because I've had an interesting past couple days and I failed to record. So I'm recording this, and then I'm going to post it, and whatever the recommended time for it to go live is, or go public or whatever, is how I'm going to let it just go. So I normally do better. This is my first time being this late on a Flipped Friday. I'm going to try not to do it again. And I literally just got done work. That's why no makeup, hair is not done. Well, I don't really ever do my hair, but I do generally brush it. And yeah, I'm wearing my black. If you see a black sweatshirt like this or a long sleeve black polo, I'm recording right after work. So yeah, because normally my days off, I wear something with color on it, like white, pink, gray, purple. So yeah, so I just got done work, and this is my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I did actually stop at a thrift store yesterday. I did not do so well dollar-wise. I don't even know what I did with them. I have a small tote of shoes somewhere around here. I didn't find like a really big braggable bolo, but I do have the mug. I did find this. I get a sneak peek. This, I did look it up. I don't see any ones of this color. This looks pink, but there is a purple one. I don't remember. I think it's just listed. I don't think it's sold for $40. But this is by Anthropology. Let me see if I can read it right. By Anthropology, made in Portugal. And I can't read the rest, but I'm going to put it up here so you can read it. You can pause and read that, because I can't see it even with my glasses because it's so small. My eyes are tired. So yeah, I'm glad I grabbed it. I did not know it was an Anthropology. This is actually my first Anthropology non-clothing piece I ever found. So I mean, I don't really look in the hard goods too much. I do at the red, white, and blue, because I generally find something that I want for me. Like, they had a lot of Temptations, a lot. And I was like, I do like Temptations, but I'm like, I'd rather leave that for someone else. And if I really, really want those pieces, I can probably just get it for about the same price, the way they had it priced, maybe a little cheaper on eBay and from a reseller. But right now I have so much stuff. But they had all of the Temptations. They had the baking dishes, they had the trivets, they had mugs, and several different patterns. So yeah, I kind of should have picked up I feel like I should have picked up a couple pieces, but it's okay. I did not. I left it there for somebody else, and I'm okay with that. And I did get a couple jewelry bags. They're not, I doubt that I'm going to find any gems in there, but I got them because I like opening them, and they were $5.99, $7.99, and $9.99. The lady who rang me up, and I didn't realize it, charged me $9.99 for 2 of the bags and $7.99 for the other. So she ripped me off like $4 or $5, and I'm like, I'm all the way home, and I'm logging my cost, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not what the bags were, because I wouldn't have picked up 2 $10 bags. I would have probably just picked up the smaller bag and one of the other $7.99. I wouldn't have, not for what was in them. And I will be making a video on that, or I will at least try. So, because I do like making the Thrift With Me videos, but I don't always, not Thrift With Me. I would like to do that too, but I'm not talented like some other resellers. Thrift Haul, like, that's, I want to do those. I want to do more of them. And to do more of them, I have to get my stuff listed and put away. And I have to get the stuff I bought up and sold. Because I can't just keep adding to a pile of unlisted inventory. I did get a lot written, and I did let myself go thrifting. But I'm not, I still have stuff to go through. But there's all little stuff like little toys like Paw Patrol. I have some Disney, Sesame Street, a couple action figures maybe, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm rambling now because I'm tired. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the like, leave me a comment in the comments. Let me know how you're doing in reselling, where you like to thrift, or if you're not a reseller and you're thinking about it. Just, you know, anything you want to talk about in the comments, let me know. Just put it down there, and yeah, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. Alright, and don't forget to check out my last Ship With Me video. Maybe I'll put it in the description. Alright, bye.
It's all gonna be good.